Hello, I'm Jake.
And Alex.
And today we're going to be reacting to a epic rap battles of history video. Today is the Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker rap battle. Have you ever seen this one?
I have not seen this one, but I'm excited to do the review today just because I'm a big fan of two things. Well, actually three things. We got number one, I've always enjoyed the epic rap battle format. I've tried to think of ways to incorporate into my classroom because there's so much good material in these rap battles, but sometimes the content is a little bit too saucy in order to incorporate in the classroom. But there are one or two that are okay to use.
Yeah.
The second reason why I'm looking forward to today's review, again, with the twins, many of you may or may not know, I have two 4-year-old twins, 5 in August, and they love everything Legos right now. So all of the Lego productions they love. So we got a little tie in there with today's video. Of course, anything Star Wars is always going to be good as well. So this should be a good one.
And I'm a Harry Potter fan. It's
Yeah.
the first big book series I ever read. So, and I have seen this, but it's been a while. So this will be his reaction and me re-reacting.
Now, early odds-on favorite, I'm going to go with probably Harry Potter because of all of the characters, like literally almost all of the characters in Star Wars. Luke Skywalker is not one of my favorites. So I almost give the early advantage in the rap battle. I've not seen the rap battle yet. I almost want to go with Harry Potter as my early favorite here. The guy's a freaking wizard, so yeah.
We will see very soon, and without further ado, let's watch.
All right, let's go.
Mumbled opening.
Your franchise only has 2 decent movies.
Hey.
Well. Sense deja vu. You're getting smoked like your Uncle Owen and Oscar Road. You're acting
That's hard.
brass on 2D2. Across to the afterlife where you're back and see-through. You're the biggest letdown in your series since Snoke. It makes sense your father's Vader. All you do is choke. Country pumpkin, you must be dumb. Who farms moisture on a desert planet? True sons. Let me stick my plans in your dusty bin droid. I'll leave you like a Horcrux. Split up and destroy. I don't know, made you shoot first, but that missed. If I was you, I'd have a bad feeling about this. Boom, I'm a rhyming Jedi like my father before me. Your talking head should have put you in Gryffindor. Your origin story is mostly story from me. You might be Potter, but Harry, I plan to go see. Let's see, little orphan raised by relatives in solitude. Suddenly gets taken under wing of funky wizard dude. Learns that he's been destined to have powerful gifts, but between the two of us, I think I got the coolest.
Got a point there.
My lightsaber cuts through you so slicey. Leave you on the floor like an arm at most icely. Hit you with the wampa raps, I get icy. Land him in your face like little mess. I fly the X-wing to save a planet from massacre. You fly a broom like some kind of magical janitor. Your double queen army likes to think that you're the best. All you did was use your mom like a bulletproof vest. The death of my mother saved the wizarding race. Your mom died of heartache when she saw your face. You swore to drop out into whiny to rhyme. At least when I slither in a sister, she isn't mine. Bestseller without equal. I'll split you like your fan base is feelings about the prequels. Sequels for you back to meet your demise. I'd say you were brilliant, but I must not tell lies. I left JK straight rolling in cash. You let JJ compact your character to trash. So go on, try and force more of your disses. You're like a stormtrooper, cause all your shit misses. That's right, R2. It does sound like he left all his fire in the goblet. Maybe he will get rescued by an anorexic hobbit. I think it's pretty clear that you and I are pretty different. My drive's hyper, your drive's privet. I've got more rhymes than Sam Reeves on Tatooine. You couldn't pull in the wind with a tractor beam. I crushed an empire, a galaxy large. I blew up the Death Star, you blew up Aunt Marge. I popped you where Poppy can't be healing you. Unlike the great disturbance in the force, I'm not feeling you. Death would eat you up without Hermione and what? Because your own skills, Wingardium Leviosa suck. You're a dust like Dursley, but worse. And I'd rather hurt nerfs than have to endure With the Weasley's got my back.
This muggle sucks more hole than the bloody Sarlacc. We'll rough you up good if you try to step to Harry, mate. You're the least intimidating twin since Mary Kate.
Flow like butter beer on Diagon streets. You can find me getting fantastic on these beats. It's over, Luke. I got the high ground advantage. I'm closing like a map. Mischief managed. You should have Hagrid fly you home on his rope if I wanted teenage wizardry. I'm called Selena Gomez. My attack tactics are galactically hardcore. Far more than your goofy little Star Wars. I learned flow with the best in the biz. Some of you that get this is my Jedi mind trick. Put the next on your interior. Shift it up like death sticks on Bellatrix. Dead serious. No need to Expelliarmus. You're heartless in a duel. Call me the Hogwarts Express. I just took you to school.
I think that's about it.
Yep.
So what did you think of that rap battle?
So it certainly did not disappoint. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think a lot of good lines on both sides. I think probably my favorite part of it was just all of the Lego animation. I mean,
Yeah.
it's amazing what they're able to do, the level of detail. I mean, you could rewatch that 2 or 3, 4 times and still see some new details.
Exactly.
You know, and it's just, wow.
I can't tell. They probably use CG because of what they did with the Lego movie,
Yeah.
but they look pretty realistic.
It's, yeah, even the detail down to just the stained glass windows in Hogwarts, you know, and all the, it's just amazing what Legos have been able to do.
And yeah, I used to love Legos as a kid.
Yep.
And who do you think won the battle?
I'm sticking by my early prediction. I still think Harry Potter won the battle, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of what Luke Skywalker presented was just kind of basic, like, just references. A lot of his, especially some of the earlier points he made, were just kind of rhyming and referencing things in the Harry Potter universe. Not that he wasn't without merit in his argument, because he did note that, like, kind of the scope of what Harry did versus what Luke Skywalker did. I think what Luke Skywalker, the argument he has going for him is that, you know, he defeated the Empire multiple times. So I think that's the strongest point of his argument. But I mean, the whole point that it's just a copy of his story, it's the hero's journey. And you know, Luke Skywalker's story is a copy of stories that were told around campfires by cavemen. I mean, for crying out loud.
And from serials that George Lucas
Sure.
watching.
Yeah. So I think overall, I think in this rap battle, I'm going to stick by that earlier prediction. I mean, if you were to compare the two universes, I think some of that kind of got thrown in there as well. I don't think it was a true just Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker. I think they threw a lot of the things from the Harry Potter universe versus the, you know,
Yeah, they brought a lot
Star
in.
Wars universe in.
But as opposed to some others, like there have been rap battles where it starts out with 2 and then it evolves into 3 or 4
Yeah.
people coming in.
Yeah.
Here they kept it to 2. They had occasional people join in, but it was mostly Harry and Luke. And I agree. I think Harry Potter won. I mean, I think Luke, I think he also put up a strong attempt at the battle.
Yeah.
But I think it was in the last verse where Luke fell short. Like when he brought in Yoda and whatever, and he just tried to slam the wizarding and Harry. I just feel it wasn't as strong as the earlier ones. I mean, there were some good burns on both parts.
Oh, sure. The sister and the twin piece? I mean, that was probably one of the better ones.
When Harry did the
Yeah.
Slytherin a sister, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm pretty sure he's just won this whole thing.
Yeah.
And also on the other hand, oh wait.
Yeah. I think when they were bringing things up on Skywalker's side, it made you think too much of all of the other characters that are far more interesting. Like when you think about Vader with a lightsaber piece, when he even brings up Yoda, you just realize how like flat Luke is compared to all of these other characters in the universe. Even when Han Solo comes in, it's like, oh, I think he'd make a better battle than than Luke Skywalker himself. But
Not sure I consider Luke the flattest. Definitely in the earlier films.
sure, yeah.
I think by Return of the Jedi, he had developed better. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't agree with the whole your franchise is only 2 good movies.
I completely agree with that, yes.
I do think the line about dividing the fans more than the prequels.
That was good.
And then about how they kind of fucked up the character of Luke
Yeah.
with the sequel trilogy. I think one of the best lines, not the best, but one of the best, was when he's like, I left JK rolling in cash, you let JJ compact your character to trash.
That's good, yeah. I mean, but and that's why if you just take it by this battle, maybe even if you expand it esoterically into these 2 characters, I mean, I think it's Harry. If you start looking, if you take this in the bigger scope, and now we're nerding out here, but if you compare the universes, I think Star Wars has had a more massive impact on our entire culture.
Yeah.
And for a lot longer period of time than Harry. So if you were to do that, I'd say the Star Wars universe wins out. But in this limited epic rap battle, which was so well done, I think definitely Harry Potter wins this.
Agreed. Although, in recent years, Star Wars, again, has kind of become divisive with many people.
Sure, yep.
And, well, some people are mixed on Harry Potter, mostly due to the crap with J.K. Rowling. The series itself, the books, the movies, I feel, for the most part, were pretty even, like they flowed very well.
Mhm.
People were very satisfied. The movies, yes, there are some moments in the films where you need to have read the books to get it, but with the exception of Half-Blood Prince, which is a movie that I almost walked out on, I think the films were pretty solid and were just a good, long epic tale, watching these characters grow up.
Yep.
And Star Wars, the original trilogy, is one of the big parts of my childhood. I can rewatch it anytime I want. The prequel movies, I don't think they're good, but I don't think they're the worst ever, in the sense that you can admire the action, and while it's not technically good, it is clear George Lucas had a lot of passion
Yeah.
when he made it, something that the sequel trilogy certainly lacked.
And they're important to laying the backstory, and they do it faithfully. So in that regard, I have to give it credit.
And that's about it. Epic Rap Battles of History. Very awesome series that does not come out that often.
Yeah.
They put out a new video about a month ago, I think. And the gap between that video and this one was 6 to 7 months.
Leaves you wanting more.
But hey, they've been around for almost a decade.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going anywhere, and
Extremely effective format.
they don't hold back any punches with their burns.
Yeah. I mean, interesting here. A lot of times they'll choose even more, different characters. Here, at least, there's somewhat similar characters. So interesting pairing here, even.
The historical ones, like Winston Churchill, Theodore Roosevelt, that's definitely one of their more memorable ones.
Yep. But again, completely separate characters there. You see, at least these two, same universe, probably the Lego connection. And I know at least with the twins, it's been fun kind of introducing them, even at 5, to the storyline of Star Wars through the Legos. So it makes it accessible even at their age.
That sounds fun.
Yep.
And that's all I have to say. You?
All right, yeah, thanks for sharing it, and glad to be able to do this review.
Glad to have you here again.
All right, enjoy.
And hope you enjoyed our reaction. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Want to see more? Check out the other vids on the channel. If you like those, subscribe.